Well, good morning. Insane Tuna, he had asked me about how the greenhouse was going, so I came down here to make a little video. So I've been able to do some stuff that I didn't think was possible. One of them is I've been growing potatoes all winter long. Now I'm sorry, let me back up. I'm in Central Texas, and this is my swimming pool, and I turned it into a greenhouse. Anyway, so we get our harvest of potatoes, let's say late May, and this is outside, not in the greenhouse. Anyway, right about Thanksgiving is when they don't, I can't store them any longer than Thanksgiving. So basically at Thanksgiving I made my mashed potatoes, the rest of the potatoes I had. I went ahead and replanted them, and I kind of staggered them. So I just put them in the greenhouse in these muck buckets, and I staggered them. I don't know, I'd plant probably 4 to 5 in a bucket like this, and then wait a couple of weeks, and then plant another one, wait a couple of weeks, and plant another one. So I've been actually harvesting potatoes. It hasn't been a great harvest. I mean, if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's eight potatoes, and I probably planted 4 potatoes in here, so I doubled it. But if you think about it, these were the wrinkly potatoes that were no good. So even if I got a 1-to-1, even if I got the same weight that I planted, it still took a end of life potato and extended it for me to harvest 3 months later. So that's pretty cool. And with this setup, it's very possible I can become self-sufficient if I can do a winter harvest or a winter growing here and then a springtime growing outside. They became vice versa. These can technically be my my potatoes I plant in February, and then the ones I plant in February, harvest them in May, plant them in October. I can get to where I don't have to buy seed potatoes anymore. Anyway, lettuce has been doing good. You can see I just harvested this, and I wish I would have showed it to you. In fact, let me just plug in a picture because I took it. 3, 2, 1. All right, so you saw the picture before I harvested it, but I just cut the heads off, and look at this. Is that beautiful lettuce? I mean, it's bug-free, defect-free. It's just gorgeous lettuce. So I got about I think that's like a 3-gallon bucket, and that was just off of these planted around here. It hasn't been, this whole greenhouse thing has been a lot of struggles. During the winter time, I'd come down here in a short sleeve shirt and just get attacked by mosquitoes. I mean, it was terrible. What I did, I had a terrible summertime also trying to keep everything watered, but I ended up building these little trays with pond liners in them. And since I did that, that kind of is, I guess that's prevented the shock of the heat from getting to the plants, because when I was hitting 120, 130 degrees in here, as long as the dirt was moist, that all the plants in here could take it, it wasn't an issue. The problem is you got to water them every day. So now I have this kind of a semi-wicking bed set up. And you can see I got carrots. I just watered them, so they're kind of laying down. Got some peppers, some onions, some more carrots. Anyway, so big mosquito pressure. I ended up having to put mosquito dunks in all the bodies of water, and that took care of it. But then I think they've all worn out, and I can tell that the mosquitoes are coming back again. Here's another example of potatoes. So they're almost on their last leg before I harvest them. And then you can see another one here, another one there, another one there. So, basically 1, 2, 3, I got 6 weeks worth of potatoes, considering that's 1 week, and I got 5 other buckets. Anyway, getting back to other plants, this is a jalapeno plant that I overwintered. You see it? I don't know if that's aphids or something else, but it just totally got taken over by bugs. And this is another pepper plant. Anyway, so I'm having issues with pests, and that's the biggest problem I'm having. I think I figured out how to deal with the heat. I did plant sweet potatoes over the winter time, and we did get temperatures down to 38 degrees in here, and it hadn't really liked it, so this is suffering. But as long as I can keep a sweet potato plant growing, you know how, I guess most people, they'll put a sweet potato, the potato itself, in a glass of water and let it send out the little runners. What I found, if I just keep a plant growing like a house plant, all I got to do is take the end, just cut this, stick it in water, it'll root, and then a few days later can plant it. So as long as I keep something like this, I've got a continuous, basically nursery for sweet potatoes. My cinnamon tree didn't like it. It had showed, I'm not sure if it's going to survive or not. Well, got a little bit of a green leaf right here, but it's not doing very well at all. Pineapple plant that I just cut off of a pineapple about a year ago, it's doing real well. Most of the citrus I can't really say are doing well. I think this is the spider mites. See how it's de-leafed? They'll re-leaf, but I've got to figure it out and get a solution to this. The grapes I've got on the walls, I'm not sure if they're alive or dead, to be honest with you. I figured in the next month they'll either, they're going through winter process and they're either going to rebud or they're not. Here's a fig tree. It's starting to bud out. Anyway, little banana tree. I'd lost the mama plant, but she had put some pups out, so this is a baby off of my mama tree which died, and there's another one. One of them's I guess I'm not even going to guess. Anyway, we're down here in the olive tree, another olive tree. This is an avocado tree, and can I assume those are flowers? I don't know if that's just leaves budding out or if that's kind of a flower where I might get some fruit. I really don't know. I got, like I said, all the citrus, just total disappointment. And like I said, I think it's the spider mites. But as you can see, it lost its leaves, but it's also, you can see the fresh tender leaves coming out, so it's re-leafing. So basically just a little update on things. There's more pepper with the dots on them. Anyway, I'm gonna have to find the safest spray and get in here and spray them. I just wanted to get, before I do anything like that, I'll get all this lettuce out of here completely. I got some kumquats I'll harvest. Anyway, the stuff that's harvestable, I'll just get them out of the greenhouse and do what I need to do in here. Unless y'all know of something I can be doing, I'm kind of dumbfounded here. This is just such a microclimate for these pests. It's like party time in here. Anyway, just a quick rundown of it. Not as pretty as I would like it to be. But in all this chaotic mess, we are getting some nice harvests. Well, let me talk about the tomatoes real quick. These are my Tiny Tim tomatoes. And I grew them from seed. I started with just one plant, and what I was doing is just pulling out a sprout or a sucker, sticking it in dirt and resprouting them. So I think I've got 10 or 11 of them right now. And this is another thing I didn't think would work. I always heard you couldn't really grow tomatoes in the winter time because of the day length hours. Well, these were actually sprouted after Thanksgiving and put in here. So their whole cycle of rooting, flowering, producing fruit, and turning red all happened in the short days of winter. So that's pretty cool. But if you really look at it, and there's probably 30 tomatoes. When I'm picking them, we're probably easily getting 15 a week or so. Every time I come down here, I can pick 15 of them. I just didn't pick last week, so we got way more than that now. So anyway, February we're harvesting potatoes, harvesting tomatoes, harvesting lettuce. It's not bad. Anyway, y'all have a great day.